The deciding game of the Western Conference first round. The Memphis Grizzlies have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Pelicans. It's Game 7.
Here's Irving. Knocked away. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round 1. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
Well, they had to put a lot of energy into winning this series. They'll be a little worn down physically, but from a mental standpoint, they'll be riding high after battling so hard to win this series.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The deciding game of round 1 in the East. The Boston Celtics have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Brooklyn Nets. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all
the second quarter now. Robinson with the block. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Hall, and it's all evened up. Hall's got 8 points. Here's Hall. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo for 3, and the Nets another 3.
Oh, great ball.
Here's Hall, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Brook passes to Hall. And the Nets, another 3.
And the holes
there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Robinson. Oh.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T. Davis against Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum.
There's a pride.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th. Driving inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Their laziness.
Tatum. And Tatum takes the hit and still converts.
Head coach was going over with his team. He put it on them. He said, guys, we've got a chance to win this one. And we've got a chance to close this team out. We can't let it go to waste. We'll see if they can seize the moment, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid. So adept at hitting big shots.
And the pass by Tatum.
And facing the moment in a big-time bucket.
And here's Tatum for 3. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Tatum. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing...
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down. Guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a Game 7, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Golden State Warriors earned their bid into round 2 after a hard-fought 6-game series. Now, the stakes are greater, the challenge that much tougher as they prepare to do battle against the Timberwolves. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
He takes it in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And Edwards against Butler. Kicks it out Towns. 20 feet out. Good on the jump shot.
This team looks to him to score the ball.
Parker with a screen. And here's Butler outside. Nice start for him. Sinking it. Towns for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And it's
barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The shot's good to stop the run. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And Edwards slams it in.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and
they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And again, it's Minnesota converting. Here in the postseason, number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
Him in the first.
And here's Curry for 3. He drops it from range. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot. Pass to Drew. Left side Curry. And here's Edwards outside. And it's good. Assisting on the
advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
The 3 from Curry. And another 3 from the... And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Three. The Warriors, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Timberwolves. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Big Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Given room to operate.
Butler hits it. Inside, Towns hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze. State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And slam dunk by Butler.
And you know, when Butler's hot, keep getting him the rock. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Ball. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, possessing outstanding height.
Brings it up for the Warriors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Ball slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and slide.
Off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Eastern Conference semifinals. The Orlando Magic have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation. They must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Celtics. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Tonight could be the end of this series or a step towards an all-time great comeback. It's Game 5 for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balance.
Tatum looking it over. Bullseye! Now it's a 5-point sound on the night. Here's Mann. Another one falls for Boston. It's like feeling it out a bit. There's Tatum with the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got it. Oh, there's Jason Tatum. Go up and get it.
Those passes dunk themselves.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
That's a clip.
To the paint. Cousins with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Rose. And off the front iron, and it goes. And here's Rose. And it's in. Oh, what a sensation. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Some players shrink when...
Tatum against Ben Carroll. And it's good.
The guy you want take...
Knocks it down from distance. And the Boston Celtics will move on. They snuff out any chance at a comeback with the Game 5 win. Now it's on to the conference finals.
If anyone had doubts about this team and its resilience, I think those have been put to rest. The championship's much more within their reach now, but next round they face a very difficult test.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
It's Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Warriors are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome everyone to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center, along with Greg Anthony. Back at 6, here's Edwards. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
On our AT&T 5G Slam kick. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
And he's knocking for them on these possessions.
And then Paul slams it in.
Athleticism at its peak there from Ball. Very often.
In the paint. Jimmy beat just 4 to shoot. It's deflected.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Ball. Traps in the tray. And now just a 3-point. Outside, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Getting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possessions is way more efficient.
Inside.
It's Curry outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5, and there's Nicholas Claxton. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Collins.
Yeah, that's the best option.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
The rest and study some tape. They've got a much tougher hill to climb in the next round.
And what will win the series, and they will move on. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot, Craig, in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophies.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Finals. The 76ers are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Cavaliers.
Everything on the line. From the three-point line. Three-pointer, Mathurin. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's covered by Mathurin. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim. For 3, George. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries. Now, back to Washington. Fires for 3. And the 76ers another 3. 4-3. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
If it ain't broke defense, they want to see out of here.
And the jam by George.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of
The shot clock and game clock. Nails it from a look at Philadelphia. Washington out there, Benedict Mathurin. The Cavaliers take the win. They're able to force a winner-take-all Game 7. They stave off elimination, and anyone can win this series now.
And really, they answered the call tonight. With their backs against the wall, they fought with passion, and their season continues.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
In semifinals, Game 7. The 76ers have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won. 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
Well, this is what we've all been waiting for. Game 7. The winner to advance to the conference finals and get one step closer to a championship. And on tap tonight is the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's Love in at the 4 slot. Here's James. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1.
Just always trying to make the right play.
Offensive rebound. Embiid. And a good offensive board. And finished off by LeBron. Lets it go from deep. And there's Paul George on the assist from Mathurin. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got White. Daniels out. Philadelphia on the break. Again, Philadelphia.
A bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Simmons
with a little flair and flash. Let them feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Awesome display of athleticism captured.
To win the same way. Back to you guys.
James down the lane, and the layup is good.
This Bay is an absolutely breathtaking player.
Oh, you just look.
James crowbars it in.
We all know LeBron wants to take these.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a three can tie it now.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers win the series and will move on. They took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
And what a memorable series this was. So fitting that it came down to a Game 7, and now no rest for the weary. They've got to get right back to work.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, LeBron James.
Game 7, Western Conference Semifinals. The San Antonio Spurs have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Memphis Grizzlies. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
It doesn't get much bigger. Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinals. We've seen exceptional. Here's Cunningham. The shot goes down. And so the San Antonio Spurs win the series and will move on. And it took 7 games, but with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on to the conference finals.
A thrilling, hard-fought series, and they definitely deserve to be moving on after the hard work they put into winning it.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers were taken to the edge in a Game 7 showdown that nearly saw their playoff hopes lost in the blink of an eye. With more motivation than ever, they are now poised to show their A-game against the Celtics. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two, there with Doncic. Then there's Bull. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Here's White. Softly drops the clock. Punches outside. And the rejection by James.
Guarding James has always been a challenge. So good at getting the better of the
They want it.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves were able to move on after a 6-game battle in round 2. They now have a new adversary in the conference finals as they tip off tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. The Western Conference Finals, right here, right now.
Some big-time heroics have gotten both teams to this point. It's game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns.
For communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Edwards. Solid as a rock from the 3 from Curry. Sends it home from three-point land. Paul over Curry. And it's good as he snugs it right through the watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. He's somebody that...
Wolves to start the 4th quarter. Chris Dunn is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's John Collins. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Need Paul to score, and Chris, so smart, carrying the scoring load as needed.
Hits the trifecta.
Shots like this.
To score there. He usually does.
The 3 from Curry. And connects from downtown.
Great to see guys don't back down under pressure.
Great. He was encouraging his guys, telling them, quote, just continue to run through the plays. Explore the options. You're doing a great job. Now just focus on finishing this one.
And Allie, thanks. Here's a 3 from Paul. Oh, bangs home the 3.
This is the red-hot version of Chris.
11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about...
Right side Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Here's Suggs. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Seth Curry.
Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Cavaliers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
We are winding down these Eastern Conference Finals. We can see these...
Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Brown outside. And the 3-ball is good. Brown's got 5 points
For the rest of the team, he's a fallback option.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Give a little extra.
Doncic against LeBron. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You can...
And so James will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. James down the lane. And James throws it down hard.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
It's good. Tatum's got 8.
Want to deliver in the clutch.
LeBron's shot is good. And he's covered closely. It drops.
And right now, White.
It's in.
There's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Thus, target.
And not allowing the shooter even they can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific, you're right. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.